So currently we're working with similar polygons and proportions, and that's all it means to be similar. If I had two triangles that are congruent, that would mean that all sides and all angles are the same. Here we have two triangles. They are similar, not congruent. What that means is that the sides are proportional to one another, but they're not the same measure. I would write that as triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. Now with similar polygons, the angles will actually be congruent. So you can see angle A here is congruent to angle D, angle B is congruent to angle E. And so that's the order that I put. Angle A is congruent to angle D, angle B is congruent to angle E. Now if I put these sides together, that means that side AB is proportional to side DE. So to find an unknown side here, you basically just need to set up two proportions and set them equal to each other. So if I know that, let's say, side AC, that corresponds to side DF. See how they're both on the same side here? That's going to have the same proportion as, let's say, side CB to side FE. Now it's important to note here, look at how it went large to small, large to small. So AC and CB are both from this same larger triangle. They're both in the numerator. DF and FE are both in the smaller triangle, and they're both in the same denominator. When it doesn't matter which one you put. You can put small first, small in the numerator, large in the numerator. It does not matter. But what does matter is you have the same in the same position. So AC and CB, they both need to be in the numerator because they're both from the same triangle. DF and FE need to be in the denominator because they're both from the same triangle. Setting up this proportion, I fill in the blanks. AC is 21, DF is X, and that's going to be equal to CB, which is 27, and that's going to be over FE, which is 18. So then to find the answer, all you have to do is cross multiply. So 21 times 18 is equal to 27x. And then all you need to do is you can multiply, divide, whatever you need to do. I don't even have a calculator right near me, so I'm going to need to do this by hand, which is fine. I can do it. So 20 times 18 is going to be 360, and then plus another 18 is 378. So 378 is equal to 27x, and then we're going to divide, so 27 goes into 378. So this may not go in evenly, or maybe it will. 27 into 108. Well, 27 times 2 is 54. So I'm going to say 4, and 4 times 27 is 108. Good. So x equals 14. And we can test that by plugging in the proportion, again, plugging in your calculator, getting a decimal for this value, and it should be the same thing as 21 divided by 14. The important thing, the important concept is setting up the proportion. Let's go over this example now. So it's the same idea, except here we have some other variables. So we can say, if we want to find y, we would say, all right, well, 12 over y plus 4 is equal to 20 over 15. Again, see how I went left to right, left to right? I didn't include this 2x to 12 because then I would have two variables here, and that's not going to help me. So I can cross multiply. So 20 times y plus 4 equals 12 times 15. And I can distribute, so I get 20y plus 80 equals 12 times 15. Well, 10 times 15 is 150, plus 2 times 15 is 30. So 150 plus 30 is 180. Subtract the 80 from both sides, I get 20y is equal to 100. So y is equal to 5. So that means that this side here is 9 because y is 5. To find x, you could set up the same side. So I could say, hey, 20 to 15, that's going to be equal to 2x to 12. And again, cross multiply. So I get 2x times 15 is 30x is equal to 240. So x is equal to 8. So that means that this right here, this side is 16. Pretty neat, huh? Now, with angles, there is no proportion. They are equal. You can even see, like, this arc means that these angles are congruent. So 98 degrees, this is 98 degrees. This right here, this angle G, is congruent to angle L. That means that 87 is equal to x minus 4, so x is equal to 91. Right here, J is congruent to O. So y plus 30 is going to be equal to 60, so y equals 30. That's it. And then finally, we have this idea of a scale factor. A scale factor is this value. So here we can see 20 to 15, 20 to 15. That's the proportion of one side to the other. Here, 27 to 18. If I reduce that, that becomes, what, 3 to 2? 3 to 2, 3 to 2. That's the proportion from one side to the other. So here, from A to B, that's 5 to 6. So 5 to 6 is this unknown value, x to 30. And that's it. A to B, 5 to 6, x to 30. Here we get 150 equals 6x. We divide by 6, so we get that x is equal to, let's see, that's going to be 225. And that's it. So review proportions, review scale factors, understand that angles are congruent, but sides are going to be proportional. And that's really all you need to know about similar polygons and proportions for this chapter or section.